To my Halloween special live. Today we are playing one of the most horrifying great video game history of Halloween. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. And I am your host, Coolkermit 95, with a new makeup job. Now, let's get to the review, or gameplay, shall we? Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Now, I need to adjust this camera. Cannot get Igor to get my camera fixed. But, let's get on with this review, shall we? Now, let's just say that me, as a fan of Halloween, my look of Halloween has never been outdone. Now, you may think to yourself, why would someone create this game based on the most successful movie? Well, that is a question you will find out very soon. Now, let's get to this game, shall we? As you see, this game is most fan favorite to those who are fans of Tim Burton's work, like The Nightmare Before Christmas movie, No Court's Bride, and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Now, let's get on to the review, shall we? I just love Halloween. Now, let's see what happens here. Let me throw a note for this TV.
That's strange. The town's deserted.
Something big is going to happen, people.
Oh! I don't believe we've met. I'm Jack. Jack Skeleton.
Watch it! That is my good suit! Now, let's get to the gameplay, shall we? It's game time! Now, as you see, the gameplay is actually pretty simple for those who have noticed the gameplay. Why? Because it's the gameplay style of Capcom's Devil May Cry. That is the reason this game was made by the ones who made the Devil May Cry series, Street Fighter, and... well, you get the idea. What is going on here? What in the hell? Now the gameplay is actually pretty simple. Any Devil May Cry game, just attack enemies without getting damaged. Trying to get the most damaging combos to reach the S rank. Boost! Scary, isn't it? Bone searing. I'm going to honor killing them beats! Now, let's simmer down. Now, for those who are curious about Tim Burton's work, like The Court's Bride, that is a movie that I will review in just a moment. Once I finished up a few chapters, then we'll know who the true scary thing is. Man, I really hate doing that. Well, anyway, so I was a little spooked there. It's just that me just numbing costumes and all that didn't work out, so this makeup job will have to do. Oh, yeah, lift up the camera. Now, if you want to restore your health, the fountain here will give you a quick boost of some health. Now, I'll explain this best as I could. So, excuse me. I'll explain the best as I could. So, basically, you have some items here. Those are your spring water that you touch from your crystal skull. Speaking of crystal skulls, there are only two. I only have two in here. So, if you want to get all of them, you have to make a crystal bottle, which contains the healing drink. But you need crystal skulls for that. And the blue soul will give you enough damage and energy. Now let's take a look at the actions. Now see, I got Soul Robber, which is Jack Skellington's powerful weapon. Santa Jack, which is from the movie. And the one we've seen in the first intro of the film, the Pumpkin King. Sorry, just had to get out of my head. Now, let's get back to the gameplay, shall we? Let's see what he has to say, Mr. Hyde.
I'm not making any more traps. Oh, Jack, it's you. What exactly happened while I was gone?
Now the voice acting can be very good. Now, just paying attention towards your ears can listen.
Bugs, bags, and all. Oogie is back.
Talk about 3 heads, eh?
Dr. Finkelstein proposed a plan for the next Halloween.
Which he did it.
You wanted a dangerous Halloween, so we organized one to make you happy. He said if we didn't, you might never come back.
Shocker.
Do you think using ghosts and skeletons to hurt people is my idea of a good Halloween?
Well, what did you expect? Boogeyman? Or the Skeleton King?
We just wanted you to come back. We set up booby traps all over the place, but then hordes of ghosts and skeletons appeared out of nowhere, attacking everyone. Soon it wasn't even safe to be on the streets. This is a disaster. I've got to find the doctor. Jack, I want to help too. Let me record your story so it's not lost.
So basically, Mr. Hyde is your save point for this scheme.
Don't forget.
Save it now. Or risk doing it again.
That's 3 times you have to hear this every single time! But, I digress. Should I save? Why not? Be a good progress. But, for this next time, we'll be moving on. Because some things are about to get scary. Or maybe, suits your poison. It's kind of like, now the game, now like I said, the reason it was made by Capcom, because they were fans of the film, and also fans of Devil May Cry, of course. Now, please enjoy this little moment. And I think I know who is showing up. The voice acting can be good. Jack Skellington might be the good voice, but the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman! Oogie Boogie has returned. Now, let's go kick his ass. Make a little music number. Ooh, that was not bad. Twister! Ghosts and skeletons. What could be worse than skeletons? Now in each boss fight you collect these music souls, and these will be absolutely helpful to destroy the Boogeyman once and for all. Whoa, I'm the Oogie Man. Now, was my singing not very perfect? Really? I thought I was pretty good. Oh, countdown. Begin in 5, 3, 2, 1, limp. Now this particular mode is when you have to hit the buttons on the controller. Hit the red note to get the best combo! It is your Ernest gives you a special power to defeat the boss and destroy the boogeyman. Whoa! 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 Horizon! Game, set, match. Now, let's see what happens.
Beginner's luck, if you ask me. Don't worry.
Retreating like a dog. And they call this a good fight. Strange. Combo!
Damage!
トイト
Exclamation marks count!
26.
Nightmare rank!
It's the same thing that Dominic tried. A ranking system. You also get a soul bonus. 1,000 souls. So you can spend the subs. But also, before we end this one, I want to show you what's inside Jack's house. Since he keeps his all belongings in there. Now, what is in this drawer? This closet contains Halloween costumes. But let's take a look what this one is. My jacket turned into a phantom! Phantom of the opera much? I see it suit him. Now, these here are the figures you collect in either completing the chapter in the S rank or A rank, or just do whatever you want to do. And here we have the model, and here we have the figure of Jack Skeleton, the Pumpkin King. Now, what is ridiculous about this figure? It shows his magnificent style. On next is the Pumpkin King. The Pumpkin King was once the pumpkin who can breathe fire and set out huge flames. Now, let's move on to the villains, shall we? The only one in my villain collection is the Shadow Oogie. This particular first boss was only just a shadow of his former default self. And let's take a look at the skeletons. And I am not playing that spooky, scary skeletons theme, because this will insult the skeletons. Now would it? Meh. Also, some Halloween residents, like the hanging tree, who hangs all 5 of his hanging men, which is a brilliant idea. But enough of that. Let's just end this game and move on to the next one. Skeleton Jack, I bid you adieu. You didn't think I would end this very easily now, would you? No. We are going to, for this next one, we are going to review one of the most spookiest films made by the maker of the Halloween Before Christmas, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. Now, what do you may think of this film? Is it any good? Is it scary? Well, to answer this question, I need a little volunteers. But for this little time being, this film was notorious for its film. But it was okay. But what this film contains is someone. Do you just hear that? But I'm going to make sure things are quiet down. Much better. Just ignore that little noise, but Tim Burton's Corpse Bride was actually one of the most spookiest films of the decade. I will be with you in a moment. Sorry about that. I had to take care of Igor because he is busy cleaning the ducks. Do ducks even do cleaning? But how do I even know what's going on in this one? Because who knows what Igor's been doing in the kitchen nowadays. But back to review. The Corpse Bride was one of the most spookiest films of the decade, since Tim Burton was finishing The Nightmare Before Christmas and some other films like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which was okay. But this film has Johnny Depp as one of the most, as Victor. Now, for Johnny Depp's performance in the film, his performance as Victor was interesting, okay, for his voice acting. But for those who don't know, he was whisked away from the underworld, thinking that he was dead. But no, he had to marry the Corpse Bride instead, which was surprisingly interesting. But that's for another story entirely. But when he's trying to prove the world that he's not really dead, then what do you get if you cause a skeleton with a bazooka? A bonezooka. I thought there'll be a humor in this one, but apparently not. Now, I will now tell you something most difficult about this film. This film had a very maybe lower reviews, but if you ever get a chance to watch this on Halloween night, you will enjoy this film, no doubt. Cause Halloween is upon us, candy is found, children are playing their video games at night, trick-or-treating, and watching horror films till late night. But if you truly want to follow more videos of my channel, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give likes to this video. Until then, this is Coolkermit signing out, and I wish you all a very happy Halloween. Spooky, scary skeletons.